Are your wiper seals and your bulb seals, are they sliding down like this? Are they getting nasty and gummy like this right here where they're split open? If they are, I've got the solution for you, and this video is for you. For those of you who don't know, my name is Terry and I'm a Master Certified RV Technician with Roaming RV Services. And today we're going to be stripping all of these old bulb seals and wiper seals off of this slide and reinstalling them with the new flip and seal seals. These are an upgraded seal. They're integrated. The bulb is integrated into it. It's not a two-piece system. This is automotive grade material. It is US made in Indiana. It's very high quality stuff. We're going to be putting it on, and I'm going to show you how it works on the Schwintek system. There's a couple caveats we're going to have to deal with here, such as notching around the racks. But to start, we're going to get these old seals off, get everything cleaned up, get the new ones on. So let's go. It's that easy on this side. We'll have to go back in, and you can see where it had this adhesive on the inside of it. We'll have to come back in. We'll have to clean all of this up, all this old sealant, and get all this cleaned up before we put the new seal back in and notch everything. We'll get the top off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the old seal off, got some cleaned up here. That's the longest part of this process. So what we're looking at here is, this is the flip and seal. Instead of having the wiper seal and then the bulb that goes on top of it, this actually flips back and it is one piece. So when we put it on, we'll put mechanical fasteners or screw up top to kind of hold it in place, and then we'll work it down, and this goes over, and then it'll all do its process on the top to make sure everything is lined up where it goes. So we're going to get the promoter on and get this started. All right, so this comes with a 3M promoter that we're going to put on here. Probably should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. Alright, so now we are going to get this started. Pull off a little bit of the 3M backing tape here. We're going to put this on first, and then we will go back and we will notch out for the Schwintek for the in-wall slide racks. So we're going to start all the way at the very top, and we're going to use this little footing piece right here to get right on the edge of where we need to be. And we're going all the way to the top. And then we're gonna just push this in. I've already measured it, so that takes care of that. And we're gonna leave it right there for a moment as I work my way back down. Keep it in line on that footer just inside the H column on this end wall slide. Just bringing a little off at a time. Back, we'll make sure we got good seal all the way around, all the way down, and we will trim out. So we're going to come right up top here. We're going to start with the top. Right at the top of the slide rack. I'm going to cut. Also, we're going to go right to the bottom of the slide rack, and we're going to cut. All right, so we got that trimmed there. So we're going to come back in here with a knife and just cut it to where we had our spots there. May have to replace my blade after pulling the old wiper seals off. All right, so just a good square cut right there around the track. We'll probably bring this back just a little bit more because we want to make sure that we've got good clearance right there on the rack, so we're not interfering with the slide mechanism at all. Because we all know Schwintek slides are very finicky, and it doesn't take much to make them not work. So we got a good spot right there around that. We'll do the same thing at the bottom. We're going to put a screw in up here to attach. We're making sure that we've got good adhesion all the way down. We do have good adhesion all the way around, and that's the main thing that you want to do. So we're going to finish up this side, get this one trimmed up. We'll move to the other side. Alright, and as you can see, we just did this cut right around right here just to get around the rack, and then we'll get everything secured down and move on to the other side. Alright, so we're going to get the mechanical, as they like to say, mechanical fastener. It's a screw that we're putting in up here. We're going to put it in, going to flip this back. Alright, that screw will hold it in place. Alright, so same thing with this one. We've got everything all cleaned up here. We're going to get the 3M promoter on it. Alright, got that there. One thing that is important to note with this, that I didn't on the other side, I'll have to go back and do, is there's a set screw up here for the Schwintek motors. We need to go ahead and pull that out so this gets good adhesion. We're going to mark it, and then we're going to go back through it with that screw to hold this on. Alright, so just like on the other side, we've gotten this put in, down. We have taken the screw out, the set screw for the Schwintek slide, the motor, and we're using that to go back in place up here. So we marked it all the way down, use that set screw to be the mechanical fastener up top. We've already notched this, now we're going to notch the bottom to finish up on the sides anyway. You can see right here where we need to stop this at. We're going to go ahead and cut it because we over measured just a little bit. Finish pulling that off and setting it, and then we're going to notch around this one. Pull this back. And keep in mind, on a Schwintek slide, this is extremely important that you notch around these, because if you don't, it will cause problems for your slide. It may not be immediate, but it will cause problems. So now we have a smooth gap right around the slide. Right here, we will fasten this down on the bottom with this bottom slide bulb seal that we are not replacing at the moment. That is the sides. Now we're going to do the top. That one's a little different. Alright, so we got everything cleaned up here. First thing we're going to do is use this primer that comes in the kit here. This 3M primer. And we're going to go along the whole side here. Got that all done. Is right here where these meet. We actually want this to go under, so we're gonna cut back just a little bit right here, about there, including the little guide part. We're definitely going to test fit everything. We want to make sure that this seal kind of sets under just a little bit, and we go all the way over here. But we want to make sure that we've got room to put our style caps on that we're going to have here. So we may have to trim back a little bit more, but for now we're going to go right here. And then we're just going to start it. We're going to use that bottom guide piece, and we're going to start here and then start working our way down. Now this seal, the bulb is a little wider than previous. Same thing we've gotten here to the end. So we're going to go ahead and cut this about where we want it for the main length, and then we'll cut off the underside. Before we finish attaching all this, we need to know about where our spot is. So about right here is where we want to be able to tuck under. Alright, so then this, I'm going to tuck under. We're going to go back with some mechanical fasteners, screws, and put all along in through here instead of the staples that were there. Then we're going to come back and we're going to trim this up right in this area here so you can put the style caps on to cover this. So we'll flip this channel up right here, and we'll put a couple pretty close down here where we're starting. Alright, so in putting these style caps on, they're going to go for these, for the Schwintek, they actually go one direction. They have a cap on the end, so they go down and open this way, and then this part will fit underneath the flap right here. And this just helps keep water out from the sides and such. So we've got everything primed up here, so we're going to go ahead and pull everything off on the top. Push this in really well. We've already got it under. And then we're going to grab this and hit this. And bring this one on really well. And now we have sealed all the way here around them. Now we're going to go get the other side with this. And it will be done, except for we'll put some more staples in here, and then we're going to come along the top with a bead of sealant, and again down the side edge, just to give it that little extra bit of protection. All right, so this one we're going to put a little bit of the promoter on it, because it's been a little bit. Make sure we got a good seal here, and we are going to put this in place. Make sure we're tucked under. All set. We'll go ahead and pull our back off and make sure that is set really well. And we will reach up in here and get this piece and get it pressed in, sealed really well. Then we have our style caps. Again, all we need to do is just go do a final little bit of sealant bead across the top, just for some extra. Now we're just going to do an extra, like I said, a sealant bead across the top, one down the side, just to fill in any gaps that may be there. I don't see any gaps. This style cap really covers the vast majority of where any rain could get in, but we're going to do just that extra little bit just to make sure that everything is situated. And we are done. That is a Schwintek slide. It is very simple for this flip and seal. You don't have to worry about having a two-part, having to deal with the extra bulb trying to go in a track. So this is what we're looking at. Starting here on this end, we go all the way down. This is the bulb seal, the flip and seal, the wiper and bulb there all the way down. And then here all the way down the side. We are good on both sides. So again, folks, this is the flip and seal by Jaeger or Jagger Industries. They're US based out of Indiana is where this stuff is shipping from. It is easy owned, good quality. This is automotive grade material. So we're gonna get it sealed up and I'll let you know after the first good heavy rain, but from what I see, it looks much better than what was on here. So till next time.